Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube channel, where I'm always breaking down the hot sports topics of the day. So be sure to check out my other videos and subscribe to my channel here on YouTube to get all of my videos delivered directly to your inbox. Coming down in the last couple hours is that the Cowboys have fired their defensive coordinator, Rob Ryan, kind of doing it in a puzzling way. All reports are that Jason Garrett called Rob Ryan while he's on vacation in Turks and Caicos and fired the defensive coordinator. Rob Ryan probably being fired in large part to the last four games down the stretch for the Cowboys as they made a run for the playoffs. His defense did let up at least 28 points in those last four games. Certainly not good, and probably, again, a large reason why he was let go. The Cowboys in Rob Ryan's 2 years as defensive coordinator were in the middle of the pack defensively. I'm thinking that the Cowboys front office probably felt that they gave Rob Ryan, talent-wise, better than a middle-of-the-road defense, whether it be trading up for Morris Claiborne this year, the free agent acquisition of Brandon Carr last year, DeMarcus Ware and Anthony Spencer on the defensive line, and some young emerging linebackers. They probably felt that they were better, quite frankly, than a middle-of-the-road defense. Are they better than a middle-of-the-road defense? Well, time will bear that out. And I think a big thing, before you get on board with the firing of Rob Ryan, let's see who they have to replace him. I'm assuming they have candidates in mind. One guy that I'm assuming will get a lot of interest from the Cowboys is former Bears head coach Lovie Smith. Lovie Smith has a defensive background. If you remember way back, he was the defensive coordinator on the Dick Vermeil Ram teams, the Ram team that won the Super Bowl. If he doesn't get a head coaching job, he's going to be a very sought-after defensive coordinator, and I think one that would be a good fit in Dallas. He sort of has the same temperament as head coach Jason Garrett, and again, if he does not become a head coaching candidate, I think the Cowboys, if they interview him, I think they'll be impressed with him, impressed with his success building defenses like he did in Chicago. I think he has the schemes that are good for the personnel that the Cowboys have as well. But we'll see going forward. I mean, outside of Lovie Smith, I can't think off the top of my head of a defensive-minded coach or defensive coordinator or former head coach with defensive principles that would be the equivalent or better than Rob Ryan. Lovie Smith just comes to my mind right away. But Rob Ryan doesn't seem alarmed by getting fired at all. I mean, he thinks, based on what he's told certain reporters and what's been sort of leaked out here, is that he doesn't think he's going to have trouble finding a job in the NFL. I don't think he'll have trouble finding a job in the NFL. I'd be interested to see if he finds a job as a coordinator. I think one thing that's working for him as far as finding a job as a coordinator is there's still several job openings for head coaching jobs. A lot of the guys who are rumored to be getting these jobs are offensive-minded coaches, and I think if they're looking to kind of just put the defense in one person's hands, Rob Ryan would certainly be a qualified candidate that would garner consideration for those jobs. But again, going forward, we'll see what happens with Rob Ryan. We'll see what happens with the future of the Cowboys, a defensive coordinator spot. Who do you guys think should be the head coach the defensive coordinator of the Cowboys? Do you agree with the way Rob Ryan was fired while he's on vacation in the Turks and Caicos? And where do you think Rob Ryan ends up next? He's not going to the Jets. Hate to disappoint people. I know people will make that connection and it'd be great for media fodder. But the Jets are expected to name Dennis Thurman defensive coordinator if Mike Pettin does leave for Buffalo. So, sorry that the media won't have a storybook ending to the Rex Ryan era there in New York. The Ryan boys, I don't think they want to both go down together. And if Rob goes to New York, they don't have a good season next year, you'd probably see them both get let go. They'd be kind of a package deal, so I don't think you'll see that. But where do you think Rob Ryan ends up other than that? Hit me up on the YouTube comments. Hit me up on Twitter at SNewsAnalysis. And again, subscribe to my page, and you get all my videos delivered directly to your inbox. Have a good night, guys.